even tell
yes,
you where
I got
he's
you,
going.
baby. I'm telling you, number
Just
one
go.
African station. For Afro news, Afro beats, and the world hits. Here's updates happening around African countries and interviews and experiences. You have Africans and their friends living in Europe and all over the world. Most of you are asking, why can't we say this in Germany? I'm telling you, Europa's Nummer 1 Radio. For Afro music, Afro pop and worldwide hits. Yes, actually, Ereignis is in African London. Interviews an Erfahrungen von Afrikan und ihren Freunden, die in Europa auf der ganzen Welt leben.
This is your number 1 radio station.
For your daily shows and African hits, Canada, DJ Drazi and Divina Richards on Radio Ara 99.2 FM. 99.2 FM. Live from Stuttgart City, Germany. You came all the way from Africa. Life has been a journey. Race, culture, color, and language. On Diaspora Chronicles, Agnes K. Frolich brings you Aggie's Live Talk Show. On 99.2 FM, your home of African music. Radio Ara. This is Aggie's Live Talk Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. This is Sunday, and this is Aggie's Live Talk Show on Radio R 99.2 FM. We are a bit late. We apologize. You know, things don't always go the way they are planned, but we are here, and we hope you've been waiting for us, and you're going to join us to talk about the topic that we are planning to talk about today. Yeah, these special nations in Africa, this special love we have for each other in Africa. We are 54 nations, I think 54, and we have our own differences. We have our different cultures. We have our different languages. We look different. Sometimes we talk different. We behave different, whether we are at home in Africa or if we are outside in diaspora. And so it's a topic that has been going around for some time, and I thought, why not talk about it today? So you're welcome to join us wherever you are. Take your drink or ice cream. It's hot. I don't know where you are if it's as hot, but it's quite hot today. So just take something that will make you feel comfortable. Choose the best place you want to sit, and let's discuss about this. Let's hear your opinion. Once again, this is Aggie's Live Talk Show on Radio R 99.2 FM in Stuttgart, Germany, and we are heard everywhere. Of course, you can have us on Facebook, on Instagram too, YouTube, and there are so many other things that you want to maybe to hear that we've dealt with in the past. You can check on our homepage and inform yourself what we have talked about in the past. So you're welcome wherever you are. There are so many people who told me, we will join you, we'll be there, let's talk about it. You're welcome. Africa is big, Africa is rich, Africa is beautiful, and the people also of Africa are beautiful. So why do we talk about this? Why is it even necessary to talk about Africa and how we go about with each other, how we deal with each other? I've had so many statements sometimes when some people say, these people from this nation, these people from this area or in Africa, I don't like them, I can't stand them, they do this and this, the generalizations, the negativity, the negative energy that we have for each other, it's just uncalled for, and I thought we have to talk about it. Why don't we like each other? What is wrong with our way of dealing with each other. Although I know there are so many organizations that are working for for unity of Africa. Actually, what is the meaning of unity for Africa? What is the meaning? What is the necessity? I mean, would it be necessary? Would people be getting together to form these organizations if we were united, if we would like each other? So this is the question today, and I welcome you to join us. Talk with us about it. Join us to give us your ideas. Let's hear what's going on in your mind about this topic. DJ Obitrice, what do you think about this topic? Do you think it's necessary, or should we just close the topic now and go home?
It's something like it's really big, and we have to talk about it because it's something that is concerning us, especially the blacks, and everyone who is like in diaspora and everywhere. It's just like it's becoming something big that everybody is just like asking himself, when we put ourselves together, things work together, and this kind of bite, like today this, tomorrow that, stuff, and we should just remove the negative stuff from our conscience, our mind, and just be real and work together.
Yeah, this is
love each other.
Yeah, this is easily said. What are your experiences with people when they're dealing with each other? I mean, in Africa, Africans generally, black people, let's say black people. Yeah, because black people is quite general, actually.
Yeah, especially the black people. Sometimes what we are lacking is just like every kind of black person doesn't want his fellow black person to move on, or to. For example, if you are having a work, or maybe you are working in one of a company, and because your brother is also there, you don't want your brother to have the same position or like have a better position like you. So you just try every means just to destroy your brother, not even to get that kind of position. You understand? Or maybe you are new there and you want to be one of the headmaster or like somebody there up there, which is not right. So what if you support or like you help your fellow brother to also be at the same position also like you, or even if he's even better than you, you accept it? Or like me, what I've learned in this earth is just like, if I see that somebody has a talent, I'll just push that person. You understand? With full of hearts, the love that I have, So in this world, when you humble yourself to all your people that you meet, you always grow up, you will always be one of those respected people ever,
Is this a phenomenon which is mainly among black people from Africa, or black people from all over the world? Because we have black people who are not Africans.
Yeah,
we termed it black people. Actually,
we can even make an example with the white people. The white people. I've never even seen white people who are fighting for themselves, like making themselves. He doesn't want to help his fellow people or whatever. We can compare ourselves with the Tokai people. They work together. They put themselves together and work together, and that's why they have many kind of opportunities at the office. They are boss, they are leading some companies, and they are even bringing their brothers even there. You even see one factory, it's only one nation that is inside, which is really nice. But black, it's just like, because money at the first point is making them just to be jealous, or like to be having those kind of like wicked, and it's not nice. So we blacks, we have to be also united, help each other. If you're feeling like have the same color and want to blow, let him blow. Help him. The love that you have, just give to that person, so that person can also reach to that point. And of course, you return it back. Life is just like give and take. What you give your fellow people there, you get it back. But it seems that blacks has been like, whatever you give your person, they are thinking that you will not even return it back. You just what you return back is just like some rubbish, and it's really hurting us, and it's there.
It's there. It's there. It's like cancer, huh?
Yeah.
It's like something that is not. I don't know, because every time I'm hearing from different sides, let's love each other. Let's Black Lives Matter.
That is it.
Which is true. Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
And when it comes the like animosity from others, the other race, the others who look, we are all united. We are like, yes, Black Lives Matter. We stand together. We fight for each other because we are black. But I think also when it's like you said, we're sharing the opportunities. It becomes a problem.
That is it.
And this is something that I think I've heard many people tell. Some people even say, I was destined to have this promotion somewhere, and my fellow brother went in between, and I could not get that chance. And this is actually something very sad, because we want actually Africa to move forward. We want Africa to rise, especially in diaspora. In diaspora, we don't have so many chances as black people. Generally, your color is like a card to pull you down, even if you're qualified. So it is hard actually when we don't support each other, and when we don't even try to direct others to opportunities, like you said, that
we are expecting more, like to have success, but we don't know. It's the same thing. I'm always saying that friendship is also like building a foundation. It's how you make it. It's the same thing, like if you are making pizza, you can't put salami without even making the down there, you understand?
The tomato.
The tomatoes and all those ones. So you have to add, and it's the same thing. You have a circle, you are putting all your fellow people inside, and those ones are the foundation that I'm talking about. You will be needing some people, So if you are like having negative mind that I don't want this person because I have an issue with him. I don't want this person to even move on, or stuff. You will never even make this kind of foundation. You'll be having misunderstanding somewhere else, and your life, you'll be seeing that your life is not even going well as you wish it to be.
For sure.
You understand? So why can't you even work together with your brother so that both of you are stronger? You can make it.
I mean, this is, everyone knows when you are alone you cannot be as strong as someone who is like a group, like organization and so on, because there has been also topics in, like, let's say in Germany, the things being fought against, like racism and all that, and then you'll hear one small organization there is fighting on its own, one small organization here is fighting on its own, but they don't get together and fight together against this, and that becomes a problem, because then there is no success.
There's no
because
success.
United we stand like this. When you're alone, you'll fall. But if each is fighting for his own and not putting together and joining the joining the efforts to move forward, then it will not work. Actually, you should join together, because a massive group is hard more than when it's just a small group. Someone told me that some nations, some Germans or European nations, they don't fear the Africans so much because we are too small and we are not united. Now, if you count some of the like the Arab whatever and the Turkish people, they if one of them is hard, they will go together and stand together and fight it. So they are feared. So
that is it.
If they start fighting for something, they will not wait for long. You will, before you know it, it's even in parliament, it's being discussed. Let a black person start fighting. The others are actually the ones who will start to say, why are you even fighting? This country has been nice to you and so on and so on. Why are you even trying to fight? Instead of trying to understand, actually, this what the other person is suffering now could befall you next time. You'll be the next victim, and you will need actually support from the others. There's a lady who was having problems about her child being not chosen in the gymnasium. I think we talked about it shortly. And this was posted in a group of mamas, African mothers in here in Germany, and some were even saying, why is she raising her voice? I mean, the school knows if they say she doesn't go to gymnasium or whatever, they know what they're doing. But actually it was discrimination, very clear discrimination. But you see, if they see that some of your own people, black people, are against you, you will have no success generally.
Yeah.
So we need to learn also to look, what is my sister or my brother fighting against, what is happening there.
What blacks are right now also lacking is just like the white people. What I know is just like they have always like in mind focus. You understand? Okay, they know how it is to reach to that kind of point, and you know, so they know that okay, like if they don't put themselves together, you know, all those kind of focus that they have, all this kind of like the Germans call T that they have, they will not even make it. You know, so it's the same thing. The black person just like need this kind of like this commitment, you know, to share ideas with his brothers, not even to keep secrets for himself. He should be free, because you know, Germans, Turkish people, they are always free with each other. You know, if his fellow brother, you know, they want to work things together. They just put everything together. They sit down, they talk, they have one mind, and then that is it, you know. But black person want always like everything on his own, and you know, when he doesn't make it, then he will be like blaming some others, you know. So the point is just like we have to make sure that okay, the commitment and the movement is really strong, then we can surely even move on.
So yeah, you're welcome to say something.
Hello, Aggie. How are you?
I'm glad you're here. Kwaku, the problem is also here, and also we want to hear what he has to say on this. What do you say about this? Black people, why don't we get along? Why?
There's so many things. I think first thing first is when we do comparisons, we always compare our color to people of a country or people of a religion. So when we do comparisons, we compare ourselves to the people from Turkey against us as black people, but we're not all from one country. We're from two. Think about it. We're from two different continents. One continent has 54 different countries. Okay. It's the same thing we do that I've heard when we compare ourselves to Jewish people. These people have a lot in common. You know, even what they're building, they've built Jewish. They have the Jewish. I don't know what to call it here, like Krankenwagen. You know, they have Jewish hospitals. They have Jewish bakeries. They're all together, and that is similar with the Turkish people. You go, the Turkish people have Turkish shops. You can go and buy Turkish things. They have the restaurants and etc. But again, these are people who have something more in common than, you know, us as black people. There's so many different countries. You know, even with nothing really unites us. Okay, the skin color unites us, but nothing unites us in terms of we do not eat the same food. We do not all speak the same language. We do not all have the same president. You know, our stories are similar but different as well. So I think it's hard to say us as black people should be united. We should be united. No, we should be united, but it's harder to be united because there's too many of us, and we have so many differences. So that's just my point for now.
We have so many differences, yes. But is there a hope still that we can unite and stand for one cause? Because this has been a big problem for Africans or black people generally. Actually, black is too wide. I find black is too wide because we have blacks who don't feel African because they were not born and they were not. They did not grow up in Africa. They have no connection whatsoever with Africa. Generally, they don't have African parents. They don't have, I mean, they have nothing. So black, I think, is too wide because black is not necessarily African. Like when I came to Germany, I met a lady and I really assumed she's an African. I could not understand why she's not speaking English and I could not understand why she's not from anywhere from Africa. And she told me she's Brazilian.
I was going to say
she's Brazilian.
Yeah.
So for me, it was something new. Imagine I came all the way to Germany to learn that. I mean, African origin. They look black, but they have nothing to do with Africa apart from the little traditions that were left over in their community after the slavery and the so many years of slavery and so on. So she identifies as she's black, but she identifies as Brazilian, not as African. But the issue is, as black, if we see black as one thing, then it's important, then we can say, okay, we can try and meet. But there's so many differences, continental as well as cultural and all that. The history, the experiences.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, the experiences. Maybe the experiences is one thing that can unite us. And I say, when I say experiences, I say our struggle and the troubles we face outside of if it's Africa or if it's the Caribbean. These are two. I feel like these are the two biggest areas with the most population of black people. The struggles that we face there is that what unites us. But even the food we eat, we don't all eat the same food.
See.
So
what is the uniting factor?
The
uniting factor then being the black, the color.
The racial discrimination. But
The experiences. Again, we're coming back to experience. What you experience as a black community.
The point.
That's
everything is like based on the blacks, and it's true because this color is really difficult just to put like together right now. If you look at Africa, things that is moving on, you can even know we have a problem.
We have a big problem.
We have a big problem, and that's why with that problem, when you come here in the diaspora, we see that we struggle a lot, and maybe I think that actually our leaders down there, they are also influence us also to be like that. Because you hear about corruption, you hear about black man, doing some evil stuff, and this one is also chasing us, like also in diaspora. So if we come here, we struggle in life, we have this kind of stress mentality that because of our color, we have to do more. We have to even be on our own. We don't have to even think about others and stuff, and that is actually bringing us also to be not united. Because we came here to learn something and go back. So that is it. So if you let your fellow Ghanaian or fellow African to make it in life and you not, you be blaming yourself. You understand? So that's why I'm thinking that they have this kind of conscience that instead of even helping his brother to even be at the same stage also like him, he would rather do more than his brother, not even helping his brother, but helping him his own self to make it in life. But the point is, we are talking about the united, black, we have a problem, we have a big problem. So the way Kweku is saying that, there are so many things that it's because we are black, we have different food, we have different culture, we have too much stress, we have all those kind of things. So you'll be thinking about it. A black person who comes here is not only thinking about here getting a job, getting money, he's also thinking about Africa, thinking about how he's going to build his house and whatever. So
to develop his nation,
to develop his nation. So that's why.
Would you call that developed nation? So would you call that developed nation, or would you think
it's peace,
peace
of
thinking
like
about
home.
Yourself?
You're thinking, of course, of yourself, but you will say, "I'm building
yourself.
Africa." That's what you will say, or not?
But you are thinking about no. But what I'm just trying to say is his heart is here because his mind day for Germany, but it's still also in Africa based that he's not going to stay here, he's going to go to Africa and do something. So whatever he is planning, he has the focus in mind that one day I have to also do something in my country so that I can also make it in life.
So you're saying then if we support each other, we're also supporting Africa. Is this your
no, what I'm just trying to say is because with that, the problem that we have in Africa right now we are bringing it here to diaspora. You know, so if we come here, like exactly like to Germany, like we come on our own. So we are talking about the united this thing, how we can unite ourselves.
How we can make us stronger,
yes,
ourselves
we make
stronger.
ourselves stronger. The same thing, some other countries, that's why we were comparing like the Germans or like the Turkey people that are
how
here,
they unite.
They
and
came
work
here,
together, yes.
they were also having a problem, but when they came here, they were working together. They built something, like they're doing a lot. I know some Africans, they have Afro shop and all those kind of things, but those are the those are the things that they make us to understand that, okay, like when they work together as a nation, they can make it to bring something here on the table, or like, you know, to have success. So
well, thank you for your views. I think it's very interesting. Actually, the economic strength comes from uniting also. This is what you're saying. Like the Turkish community, the Asian community, we see that again and again, and we are always talking about that because it's so impressive. Impressive how much they achieve. By just standing together. You go to one shop and find like 5 cousins are standing there. Each one is doing his own part, but they're all working on that shop so that it succeeds. And then before you know it, they open another one. You find again 2 cousins are left here. The other 3 go together.
You find out that they are bigger.
They can, or they make something bigger. And this is the question: is it because we don't like each other? That's why we don't have that success, or because we are just not? We are not satisfied enough.
We are not satisfied. We are not satisfied with what we have, and that is the point. We are not satisfied of what we have.
What we have, we are not satisfied.
Yes, we always want more, and we always want to steal from our brothers, or like,
but the others also want more. That's why they're doing business. They also want more. Actually, economy and business is because you want more. But the issue is you're talking of
about
wanting more.
United.
In unity. About why we don't like each other. The topic is like why can't black people just get along with each other, and that would of course make sure that we also have that economic strength. Because if we get along with each other, I can work with you as a Ghanaian and I have no problem. Sorry, and I don't have to always point out he's Ghanaian, he's doing things differently. I would see you like a partner, an equal partner, and you have the same qualifications. But I have had people who talk like this nation is less intelligent and this nation is more intelligent, and this nation they are more beautiful and the other ones are more ugly, and so on. This is the topic now. Why is it like that? Why are we always putting each other down? Why don't we get along with each other? What is the problem? What do you say?
I think I've got to the point now in life where I've accepted that we're all just different. Whoever has the same view as me, come along, or we will speak. If we don't, we can agree to disagree, and I've just accepted that, because that's the way things are. But in terms of like looking, as you said, so looking at different nations and looking at different people, what is the solution? I don't know.
You don't know the solution.
I know. I have some, do you know what? No,
I will let you think.
I have some solutions in my head.
You have many solutions. First of all, I want to say thank you to Charity, who is very active here and commenting in German. I will not read everything, but you are saying a lot of things. Black people keep them to themselves. We do that sometimes because we feel more comfortable with each other. Like if now I invite a few whites and I want to invite them to eat, and they don't like my food because it's strange for them, then I would rather invite fellow Africans who will say, "Oh, nice, fufu, bring their fufu, I bring my ugali, the other one brings I don't know what, injera, and we eat together, and it's nothing strange. It's just different, but it's nothing strange." But having the other community, the white community, you always have to explain yourself first. I do this because of this and that, and it's a bit difficult. But for us, we all know that we are different. We know we have, even within our countries, how many languages do we have in one country? Many different cultures. Have like
10, 30, 60 different languages.
So we have diversity. We have diversity. So why is it hard for us to accept that diversity? That is a problem.
Yeah, let me just say something. I guess, Germany right now, let's say Germany as an example, we are all here. More of the blacks, they are here, So the point is like, like those Turkey people, they do that. Maybe they know that, okay, they are big. In particular places like Stuttgart or somewhere, they gather a group, and then all of their national, they have a meeting. They have a meeting. They discuss about business. They discuss about a lot. I've never even seen blacks who are all like, like having this kind of conscience that, okay, we are here, so let's do something. Let's put ourselves together so that we can raise up a business or like do some other thing. That is actually what we are calling about united. You understand? To set up something here that, okay, we are here, so let's educate ourselves, be together, have this kind of like love, the
for
relationship,
each other,
work on our relationship so that we can build something, so that the next generation, that the youth, they will come and also follow like that. You know why? One thing I like about the generation right now, the youth, exactly. They are like, working together, like you see them Schlossplatz, like being together and stuff, like having this kind of like community, but it's just like the general blacks who used to come from Africa or like come from other nations. When we gather here, it's just like we are based on ourselves. We want to blow on ourselves. We don't want to work together as brother and sisters.
You want to grow alone. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to grow alone. That is the biggest problem we have, because if I have this, then I want to grow alone.
Yes.
I don't want somebody else having the same success like
it's
me.
the same thing. It's the same thing that we can also say this radio station that we are doing right now. If you are not like united together, like for example,
it will not work,
you have we are doing this kind of program, okay? If we are not even putting ourselves as a team, do you think that actually everyone will be just like, everyone is out there glad to hear us every Sunday, when something fucked up or like we messed up with something, do you think that actually those people that they see us together, they'll be seeing that, okay, there's not any kind of problem between us, like if
they
so
will know for sure.
that is it. So why right now that we are here, we know that we are a team, we love each other, we have the same like focus, the same mind that, okay, we want to build something, we want to help the people out there to listen to us about what we want to tell them, so that is a united, so if I come today and even tell you that, okay, Aggie, probably like maybe I don't like working with you or stuff, that one will change our program,
the dynamic also.
Yes.
It will change the dynamic of
so
everything.
That is actually the point that I'm even trying to even make, like why can't we can put ourselves together, work as a united, and then we have to focus in mind that, okay, we want to achieve maybe in 5 years, we want to be bigger, we want to go outside, do some marketing or something like that, and then we grow up slowly. Let's build first the foundation together, the relationship, with one another, and things will work better.
Yeah, the Charity is saying sometimes we move so much among white people more. We feel more free to move among white people. This is another phenomenon, I think, also which confirms that not liking each other. We feel like we are more safe. I have a friend, he said he would not go to a club where there are Africans. I mean, he's black like us, huh? Because we Africans, we make a lot of noise. We are we are fighting, we are doing this. He's never
having problems.
He doesn't want to go there. So what do you say about that? Is it the best way to deal with it, to keep distance?
That is not the
this
first
is the point also Charity
that's
is
not
raising.
the first time that I'm hearing that, because
the Africans, they're like this, but I have a problem. I mean, he's also black like us, so he's also an African.
Me as a DJ,
what is the problem?
Me as a DJ, I've heard it. You know, my fellow Ghanaians, you can ask yourself why.
Sorry, you sound like the Ghanaian president, man.
No.
He's a son of Ghana.
I'm not a president, you know, but what I'm just trying to say is like there are a lot of Ghanaians here in Stuttgart that we have, you understand? But you know, me being as a DJ, playing at the club and stuff, I've never even realized that to see any kind of Ghanaian there. But you can ask yourself why.
Why?
You know, because number one, the same thing that they were saying also say they don't like coming to the African clubs because this and that, you know. And the issue is like, you know, like you be hearing that okay, African fights too much, and they make any kind of like unnecessary things. It will be a fight there, and which is true.
Yeah, it happens.
Sometimes if you come to the club as a lady, you are expecting that okay, like you have your drink, you chill, no one will just come and disturb you. If someone wants to talk to you, he can give you that kind of respect, and you give him that kind of respect back, and you guys can even talk together. But you know, there are some Africans, they looking for fights, and then it will be an issue. So the person, you are even like deleting the person from the, you know. So the person next time when you are doing a party and you are expecting her to come, she won't come.
She won't come.
Yes, because
happens,
the treatment was not good. You know how we treat our people.
So you mean then we should not be going to African whatever? Is it better than to go to the white clubs where you are not even allowed as a black man to go in? Most of the clubs are not even allowed to go in as a black person. Our treatment
has to be good. I'm saying that if you treat your person good, he will stay. He won't go somewhere else.
But the issue is you have no control over others who are coming to the club as well.
That's true, but we have. There's
what will you do about that?
There are also fights that occur in white clubs as well. There are fights in other clubs. I do feel like we're going on to a different topic, but
I'm still going on that.
We are treated differently when it comes to situations with the police and just authorities in general.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. But I think the solution is that we just need to behave better. I know it sounds so simple. We just need to behave better.
Behave better.
Or me as a DJ and someone who's had some nights at clubs. Unfortunately, I do not want to do it. But unfortunately, what I have to do is I have to put the price up so certain people who may cause trouble
cannot come.
You will not see them in the club. That's it. So I have to outprice. I have to put my tickets in, so like the people who cause trouble will not come to my club. Or when you pay, you know how much you've paid to come to this club to this night, so you behave yourself.
Let me you know, there was one time, I think me being as a DJ, sometimes I used to also go to some other DJs programs and stuff, you know. So there was a day I just came as a guest, so I was just making myself not to be like unknown as a DJ or stuff. So I was just coming just normal, just to enjoy the club and see if I can take my drink and then chill out. And then unfortunately I stepped on somebody's foot.
Oh,
you know,
there was war.
It was not, you know, it was not, and it was a film, you know, like African. So he was like trying to be like, okay, like why are you tapping on my, and I say, hey, I'm sorry and stuff.
I didn't want to.
You know, he was like, clean my shoe and stuff, it's dirty and stuff.
Sorry,
and I was like asking myself, are they feeling themselves that if they come to this country, they are a king, queen or whatever, we have to treat them as a king or whatever? Like, seriously, you know, they are behaving themselves that, okay, some of those ones, they come here without parents, without mother, they come on their self and stuff, so they don't have anyone who will be telling them that, hey, you know, this is actually not how you treat your.
But they're grown ups.
They are already grown up, you know, but still, the mentality, the conscience that they have is just like, just to destroy his fellow.
Yeah, and I
you
think
know,
for that
so-
as well, if people are saying why you stepping on a shoe clean,
Yeah.
they're worshipping their clothes.
Yeah.
Why are you going to wear your clothes to somewhere where you know you might get stepped on and you're going to have a fight?
Yeah.
Come on, get
Especially
out.
if it's a
Yeah.
club anyway.
No.
And most of the clubs are crowded,
but-
actually, yeah.
But at that point, me, I know where it becomes to that kind of misunderstanding or fight or
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So the best thing I would do, because me, I know myself.
Yeah.
What I would do is just I will avoid.
Go away.
I will just go away, not even try to comment or like say any kind of things like the way or Kwekwe is like saying that you go away or
Yeah.
you know. I will just go my way
Yeah.
and then go somewhere else far away.
No, you've handled
so
it
that
well.
just
Yeah.
to avoid any kind of like misunderstanding or like
Stress,
a
yeah.
fight because we don't know what
the
anyone
other
can do,
person
your
is
fellow
like.
person,
Yeah,
or he can
exactly,
do because
exactly.
I've seen a lot here and I don't want to even
I understand.
go to details.
Yeah,
That's why we
yeah.
are saying that we talking about African United. I think it's a big
This
thing.
is so difficult.
It's something that we can't promise or like we can't even teach somebody.
Then
even
is
to-
it even necessary to
It's-
start the
it
issue of
cannot.
Pan-Africanism? Will it ever work? It cannot work.
No,
Under
you
these
see-
grounds, it cannot work.
Gaddafi started it.
Yeah, but it did not work.
It
It did not work. Not
it did not
everybody
work.
sided with
They
him.
wanted African to have the same currency, the same things
Yeah.
did not even went well, and that is the point. We are lacking all those kind of
We
things.
don't respect each other. We don't like each
respect
other
each
generally. Yeah,
You
we don't
understand?
respect each other.
Putting us together is a big problem. It's a big issue.
But that's an issue.
You know what? I don't.
Then
think
is
I
there no
think-
hope?
No, sorry.
There's no chance.
Coming back to you said about
Wow.
Gaddafi and unity.
There's no chance.
It will work. I think it will work. And the only reason it's not working is because other nations have seen if these people are united, it's too much for us. Look how many countries they are. Look how they've got people everywhere in the world. So if you said Gaddafi, there's Thomas Sankara, there's so many other leaders who have been an advocate of trying to bring Africa united, common currency. Even now, it's stuff that is they're trying to bring in. I think the world has seen that if these people are united, it's a problem for us. Gaddafi,
Yeah, sure.
I would say it here, CIA killed him. Tom Sankara, again, CIA killed him. Paris Nwamba, again, CIA killed him. They've seen if these people have a message that will unite people, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It can happen, but it's going to take for us to really not stab each other in the back, because this is what's happened to a lot of these other leaders as well. You know, it will work, but it takes.
I don't know, because I mean, when I look at the communities here in diaspora alone, what I hear, I mean, there's always like this. Don't be with these people from this nation.
Yeah.
They are like this. I mean, I didn't meet all the people. Like, let's say Nigeria, I've not met all the 200,000, 200 millions people. I've not met all to general. I have no right to say all Nigerians are like that. Somebody told me also, all Kenyan women are drunkards. You've not met all the Kenyan women. Do you know how many women are in Kenya? I mean, the population of Kenyan women in the whole world. Have you met all of them? Have you met 80%? Have you met 90%? How can you make that as a statistic and confirm and say with with a white chest and say they are all like that? This is the biggest sickness we have in Africa. We have that among us blacks. We do not see each other as we don't respect each other.
Yeah.
We just see one person who is completely crazy, is full of drugs, is making only trouble, maybe from one club to the other, and the same group, and then we think all of them are like that. It's not right.
Yeah.
And as long as we're thinking like that, I don't think it's gonna be any different. That's what you're saying. As long as we don't move from this way of looking at life like this, then we will not move forward. The black man will still be under there, and our enemies, they know. They know if they divide us,
The point is like,
then
if
we
all
cannot move up.
If all of us
If
all of us we have this kind of like this positive mindset up, and the focus and the goals that this is actually what we want to achieve. Let's work on it. Let's be united. Let's work on it, and we can make it. We can still make it, but everyone has to have the same
To be part of it.
Yes, have
Everyone
the same
have to be
conscious
part
that,
of it, yeah.
thinking positive. It's one. Another is even having the negative side. I don't think that he's also part of us, because he will be the one like Judas, like he will be selling us out. You understand?
Okay.
You know, so
The other thing is, we Africans generally, even in our own
we have
countries,
been
we have
like-
tribal problems.
we have been
Now,
like
if we have tribal problems, how are we going? And you go down even from tribal, you go to clanism. We
Yeah.
have clans. We are like, oh, this one is from that club. We cannot marry from that club. We
Yeah.
cannot sit down at the table with someone from that club.
Yeah.
And blah blah blah. Then how are we going to respect and to accept each other?
That
It's
is it.
impossible.
It's true, you know, from a long time, you know, they were fighting wars against people from different clans next to us. Something came to mind as soon as you mentioned that. I think in the past between Ghanaians and Nigerians, there was a lot more conflict. But
Okay.
as time has gone along, we've seen there's more similarities with us. So we're a bit more closer to each other than we used to be. And I can say in the past when from the Greeks to the Romans to even the English and the German in the monarchy, when people, this is going to be one solution. Please wait till I
I'm listening.
what they've done is they've intermarried. Even the French and the English, they intermarried.
Yeah.
So because they know together, okay, it's either we're together or we're going to fight.
Yeah.
Like coming back to the Ghanaian and Nigerian, I can say that for me in the UK, there's a lot more Ghanaian and Nigerians intermarrying.
Ah, okay.
There's a lot more Ghanaians and Nigerians intermarrying. So there's less. Yes, there's a few things like jollof wars between us, Ghanaians and Nigerians, and football. That will always be there.
Yeah.
But
We are
it's
always
less
fighting.
aggressive. Yeah, it's less aggressive, and we more see them as our cousins, our brothers, our sisters. We should mingle a lot more. We shouldn't just stick to from my country,
our own
and our
community.
country. We should stick to our own community. And if it takes for people to intermarry, you know, I wouldn't say forcibly intermarry, but it takes for people to intermarry. It's like I said to you, it's the prime example is in the past, even in the British monarchy, the Queen's late husband is German.
Yeah.
He's German.
Yeah,
His descendants come from Baden-Württemberg. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's similar with in the past, as I said, some of the French and the English have intermarried in the past. We need to mix more as Africans, and stop saying, "Oh, you're from their people and I'm from that," so we don't mix. We'll mingle. We need to mix more. The more we mix, the more we'll be more accepting of each other.
Yeah. And I think an open mind to other nations, to other people from different places, and not just thinking only our people are good.
Yeah.
Only our nation is good. Only my clan is good. Only this is good. You know, if we stop thinking like that, I think there is a hope of learning to respect each other, even here in diaspora. I've heard so many stories. Sometimes people are excited. You know, you meet a fellow African, and the first question, I don't like it when someone first of all asks, "Where are you from?" I mean, like, hello, where are you from?
we had this
I don't
question
like
yesterday.
it. I mean, I'm an African. I'm an African like you.
Yeah.
What is so important? Or I'm just a person like you. It's not so important. Okay, it's nice that you know where I come from, but then you will see the reaction afterwards. Once you say where you come from, by some people you can see right away on their face, they're like, okay, wrong person. Wrong address, you know. You know, I've had that so often, and I'm like, come on, you have the same skin like me, you're from the same continent like me. What's so wrong about it? I mean, even if I don't speak your language, if I don't eat fufu, you can teach me how to eat or cook that. We can meet. We have such a rich culture, actually, as black people. We can very comfortably mingle, and like you said, it would be such a big help in getting to respect each other or getting along with each other. But we have these problems of thinking always like this, and I think that is why the enemy is always winning against us. Because as long as
united.
we are not united, and I'm trying. I mean, there's this lady, Susan Tata. She's always Dr. Susan Tata from African Global TV. She's always talking of Pan-Africanism, and I love the idea. And she's bringing leaders from all over to talk about this. You've seen her. Wonderful. If you have the chance, just listen to what she's talking about, and the leaders who come there, like PLO Lumumba, I know that one, and the other names I don't remember, but wonderful people. Big minds. We have all these big minds. We have all these good ideas. But I'm always asking myself, then why are we not moving forward? What is the difference? What is the difficulty? Are we not learning?
The issue is like,
what's happening?
We'll be having somebody who will be like, by biting, like, you are trying to move to like the way I'm just saying that you want to focus, you have your focus, you have this kind of mind, but you need your fellow people to move with you. You understand? So that's why Africans are lacking from all those kind of things. We have like great men who can even make Africa like the way we want it, and women also. Men and women, of
course, all of them.
Because without the women we cannot.
Of course,
So we have to also bring them also together. So the point is just like the lack of like people not even supporting each other.
We don't actually. When someone is starting to rise up, let me tell you, when I started my business, I was advertising everywhere, and then I realized that there's a lot of animosity against Afro shops, but not from the whites, but from our own people. So the generalization that was there, it was too much that I could not say anything, because I'm like, I cannot call you all to my shop to show you that I'm doing it different. I'm trying to make a different trend. I'm trying to make it different so that it's not smelling like fish all the time. It's not, there are not people standing everywhere all the time, but it was frustrating for me to see actually some of us are trying to rise up. Maybe we are not perfect. We cannot have the same, because we cannot afford the big shops, all of us. Let me tell you, it's so, and be thankful there's a sister or a brother who is trying to bring you food from your country, even if she's not making it perfect. You cannot expect this small shop where he's bringing you your fufu and your fish and everything to make sure you have everything. It will not be like Reve, who has 200 quadrat meter, square meters, in the shop to have the same. Okay, I don't excuse it that some shops really are smelling and some are really not looking very attractive. But sometimes we are always only complaining about what our people are saying. The other thing is we don't even go to those people and tell them, hello sister, I like it that you have that shop. I like it that you are here and bringing food, but could you please do this and this? Most of the time you'll find us complaining on social media. You'll find us telling our neighbors, I went to this, and sometimes even telling the whites, agreeing with them when they are saying your shops are like this, your people are like this, your whatever, instead of trying to support that person. And then they say of the prices also, you have the Asians are better because they're selling it cheaper. Have you found out the reason why the Asians or the Arabs are selling our products cheaper? Find out, then you can try to understand. It's not so easy. We don't support each other, and we don't also try to find out why is it why are we like the way we are. We don't try to find out. There's no research done. There's no trying to understand the other person. There's no thankfulness. It's not all of us. Some of us are really trying to support each other. I've had so much support also with my shop and everything. And but I was saddened to see how much negative energy we have against our people. We forget that our people who are trying, even with these mini shops, they have no credits from the banks. We don't get. Just believe it, Africans are not getting credits from the banks. First of all, because some of us don't have the permanent papers, we don't have the passports, we don't have this and that, and the bank doesn't believe you're going to pay your money back. So most of us, then you have to start with the small, being hustlers as we are, as Africans, we are hustlers. So these people will say, okay, I have this little, I start there. Then support that person. If you think it's smelling, tell that person your shop is not comfortable. Really, can you do something about it? Tie the fish in plastic so it doesn't stink and all that, but we talk. we talk a lot about each other. We don't go to the person, we go to the neighbor and talk about the person. And I think this is where we don't have the respect for each other.
But
We don't
I think some of that is actually even part of it's part of the culture in terms of not
To talk.
No, not to talk, but not to talk directly to people.
Well, okay, that's also.
Because even when we're younger, it's like when you're talking to your parents, or so parents are talking to you, you can't look at them.
You can look,
and you cannot talk back to them because
That
they're
is
right
it.
no matter what.
Yes, they are right.
So you can't even say to somebody, could you consider to do this because this might help you? No. Well, you're acting like you know more than me. Hey,
That is it.
Okay, you may be bashed as well, but I would look, maybe I'll write, if I really, because I think we need to support each other. That is one thing. We cannot continue complaining we don't have our foods, we don't have our shops, we don't have this, whereas those who try, we don't support them. There's means of, you can write an anonymous letter to that person. You don't have to, because some Africans, I have to be honest, if you face them and tell them their shop is smelling, they may even kill you. Even if it's true, they may even kill you. And then they wait for the next 10 customers, they'll tell them, can you imagine this woman or this man came and told me that my shop is stinking. Who is she? Blah, 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 you know.
And now the person, because I'm not even going to, I can smell the smell, but I'm not going to say anything.
Yes. So I think, but there are other ways, if we really mean it well, we can write anonymous letters.
Of course.
And maybe, I don't know, you can do something. Tell a friend to tell them, or I don't know how.
Like a small like feedback on, on not on the internet. Send me an email. Send me a text.
It's something I think but it has to start with respecting each other and accepting each other in our diversity. Because Africa is not just Africa. You know, we get annoyed when people ask us, do you speak Afrikaanish? I mean, here in Germany, you're asked if you speak Afrikaanish. And then we are annoyed when we say, how can they say? We don't have an Afrikaanish. We have many African languages. But we are, in that diversity, we have to learn to accept ourselves also in that diversity. And I don't think we have learned that. We have not learned to respect. We've not reached. And I think this is the weakness that the Western world is using to exploit Africa.
It's true, because even people get to a certain stage in life, maybe they feel like they're higher than some people. Then they'll stop eating foods that you gotta lead. They'll stop eating foods that fufu because they think that those foods are not foods that people who are high up eat. Then they start trying to go for lobster and all that sort of thing. I think that's another mentality that needs to change as well. You know, classing, putting our food in certain classes, stuff like that.
Or looking down at each other because this one, I saw her going to Diakoni shop to buy second-hand clothes. I mean, it's okay. I mean, we have to learn to respect each other in our levels as well. Diversity in language, culture, food, whatever, and also how we live. Because not everybody is gifted in the same way.
No.
I mean, not everybody has the same amount of money. Even if I'm working, it may be that I'm working as many hours like you, but I'm not earning as much. So you have to respect me in my level. We have to learn to respect each other. I think the main thing that we don't get along is not accepting the other person in their own position where they are. I think
that is it.
I think, but here the thing I saw in diaspora is when you become a name, everybody's running to you. When you
of course.
When you have a name, then everybody will run. But as long as you are nobody, they will not. But why don't we respect each one of us? Each one of us has a gift of his own or her own. Why can we not accept
for me,
each
example,
other?
like I don't like being like a fame. You understand? Because going out, people seeing you, hey, Obi, hi Obi, what's up? You know, I like, you know, being like a normal person, like, you know, like everyone, you know. So with the fame, I'm not even going to. It's
uncomfortable.
You know, it's just like, you know, I feel like I have it being annoying or stuff, something like that, you know, because like I just feel myself like, you know, when I'm walking outside, I just want to walk as a normal person, not as somebody who like they know or whatever, you know, just that I'm like the same person like you. So in any kind of case, like, you know, because some become fame and they just let that kind of fame like lead them to certain things that they will not respect the fellow people that they is across to them. But me, for example, I'll be like you whether you are old or whatever, I'll come to your level, talk to you normal, give you that kind of like unity, you know, so that next time, you know, you have this kind of like unity with me, so that if I need any kind of help, you can, you know, help me. I can also help you in any kind of things that you want. So that is actually the things that I can even say, that if all Africans, they are also doing the same thing, you know, being like humble themselves, trying to be united with each other, things will work together. You know, especially like once, I think every year in Berlin they used to do African carnival stuff.
Okay.
You know, there are some people, our Africans, they put themselves together to organize all those things.
Even in Berlin, they've got this location called
Yeah,
Yam, and Yam is full of Jamaican Africans.
okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
and it's not only Ghanaians, it's like a lot. They have Kenyans, they have a lot. They
Mixed.
have their own setup with the DJs and everyone knows that, okay, this particular year, they like month, we are all going to Berlin just to be united, you know. So, but it's more about the youth. That's what I'm just saying, that the new generation have seen that that they have to be united. Otherwise, they can't make it. You understand? You know.
So how and
so the
how are
point-
they planning to do, or how are they doing that? You said meeting, they meet sometimes. How else are they
like
doing
if
this?
not lockdown, all of them, they will be meeting. I think in May or like, you know, March or something like that. So all of them will be there. It should be just like, I think for 1 week or like for 3 weeks or something like that, and then, you know, they all gather there, book their hotel, meet together, have fun, have, you know, this kind of like communication with each other. Maybe somebody can even meet one of his posts there, or like, you know, to marry or something like that, you know. But if you stay at one corner and say that, okay, whatever you're feeling people will be doing, you don't care, then it's really a problem. So the best thing is just like just to do that, you know.
So meeting and
and
getting
having this kind of like
cultural meetings.
Yes.
So it would also, this is the topic that he was talking about mingling. You know, getting to know each other, to allow, and not just doing our own nation. It's not bad to do your own national meeting, but also to make with other countries, or like this you say, Africa is big. So if we do something together, then it's easier for us to understand each other and to get along with each other. It's of course it's a very good idea. It's a lot of logistic. I mean, you have to plan, someone has to take over the leadership, someone has to organize it, someone has to go to the authorities. As we know, in Germany you have to do everything according to the law. If you cannot just make a meeting. So I think it's a very good idea, and I hope people are listening and saying, yes, we can do this. I don't know where you are. I mean, in your place, how are you contributing to having Africans get together or get along with each other? I'm talking to any listener, wherever you are. We need to have this unity. What are you doing to support each other in getting along with each other as Africans or Black people? Yeah, we have a caller. How are you?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I think this topic is burning you, huh?
Not money, you sent me to the street of Stuttgart to inquire what is happening out here. That's why I just want to give a very positive answer from what the Africans are trying to talk about from here out the street.
Okay.
Africa is very big. Let me tell you, there are so many Africans. The weather is not that cold the way it looks like out here.
Yeah.
I'm just seated here with some of so many Africans actually here, all the way from Kenya, Ghana. I can see here from Nigeria, and they're very happy for the topic that we are actually doing right now. And most of them have contributed, but what I've just realized is almost all of them are talking of the same thing that is affecting Africans here. Because most of them they just are asking. I posed the question, the same similar to the topic you have, because you sent me down here, and so I posed the question for them here: why do Africans destroy the hard work of their own brothers and sisters here? So I tried to twist it. Why can't they appreciate rather than depreciate each other's sweat and labor here in diaspora? we have been listening the way you've been talking about the way you started your Afro shop and the way so many businesses out there. People could just see that as a miracle. That's what our African sisters are telling me here. They see sometimes it's a miracle an African opening a shop in diaspora. And the other way, they don't come to support that kind of a project that you have just set out there. So I was just been talking to and trying to find a solution. Why is it? Because the only thing I can understand that they're telling me here is hate or jealousy. Most of them, because I can't say each and every comment that I'm getting down here, but I have a list of hate and I have a list of jealousies whereby no one wants to support the other because he hates him or he hates her, or the jealousy in between. That's what is actually happening. And whenever an African in Germany decides to make a difference within the community by either establishing an event, a business like yours, the other Africans they don't come in. So I'm getting one of you telling me he has personally witnessed the trend of non-brotherliness. They are calling it non-brotherliness out here, and I'm telling you, among us the community which we all love so much, the black community here in Germany, and most of them, they're telling me here, they don't support each other because most of them backbite each other. They backbite each other. I was watching and understanding DJ Obi trying to, and DJ TP, trying to say that there are some people who backbite each other. You don't face someone to tell him the truth. You don't face that person to tell him your shop is thinking the way you were saying before. I'm telling you,
it's true.
People out here on the ground, when you say you can't face an African and tell him your shop,
you fear
to wash it. No, but in the other way around, you are helping the person so that the other person who are coming inside, the white person, they do not get the smell. So you are helping a sister, but the sister is saying that you are hating them. That's the thing. So people were trying to chew your words actually, and they came out with this backbiting each other. They gossip about so much. What one of them here said nonsense, but I promise them that was the
okay.
But I promise I have to say that word on the radio is not allowed, but you have to excuse me for that. But the gossipness, the backbiting is what they are saying that is affecting Africans here in
a lot
from all over the world.
Yes.
And I concur to them here who are seated actually right here. They are enjoying the weather today. Is a little bit nice. And we thank you for the program that you're doing out there. And thank you for sending me out here today. I'm very sure it's hot wherever you are, but I'm very sure
we manage.
I'll send you some fresh air.
Yeah, please send us some. Thank you for being part of it.
I appreciate a lot. And thank you so much for inviting me up. And what I can say in my own words, let's get each other, help each other grow together, rise together, so that we can see this brotherliness, so that we can see this sisterhood being built. We help each other, because if you help me, I help you tomorrow. That's the way we always rise. This backbiting each other, going beyond each other, talking to each other behind bars is something that so many of Africans out here, they are not willing actually to take part on it. But we always say, God didn't create you to fight each other. He created you to help each other.
Exactly,
so we all African brothers to unite and to work together.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your opinion, and thank you for being part of this show, because we always want to hear ideas from outside there, also, and the views from out there. It has been enriching. Yes, backbiting. We have to stop backbiting. Thank you so much. And then continue enjoying the sunshine. Is there sunshine out there? Anyway, the warmth.
Can I come back? Because that is you sent me here. I've just reported back. I asked for permission to come back to the studio.
You're welcome. Come back, please. We miss you.
Yeah, all right. Enjoy the heat in the studio with us.
That is it.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, see you. Bye.
Well, guys, you've listened. Also, backbiting is a big issue, and I think we are very good in that. Someone will see something that happened, but they will not tell you direct. Going back to the same problem you're saying, Kwaku, the problem, because people are not courageous to face you and tell you what's happening. They will come and see, and then you're not even far. They will start talking about it instead of facing you and telling you this and this is not fitting. They will just start talking about you.
What I've learned in life is just like, my mother even teach me about that. If something is like disturbing you or like paining you, just instead of even crying inside your soul, you just bring it out. You understand?
That's it. Set yourself free.
Yeah, so that you'll be free. Because sometimes I realize that, okay, something, you know, like if I'm a friend to you and I'm working with you and I see some things that, okay, I don't like about you, you know, won't you like me to even correct you stuff, you know? So that is my point. I learned this kind of like issue that, okay, if I see that, okay, Agnes, okay, this and that I don't like about you, I'll just get you somewhere else, talk to you personally, tell you that, okay, this and that, you know. Sometimes if you keep it, it will be just like, okay, if you see the person, you'll be having this kind of anger that, okay, that thing is disturbing you, but still you don't want to lose it. You don't want to, you know, say it so that you will be free. So that your friendship or the relationship will still move on. And those are the things that sometimes it also stop you of having this kind of focus, like to move together, you know, as united, you know. So my fellow Africans out there,
No, but
all right, I'm not the president. You know, Kanida, if you are listening to me, I'm not even the president. Like the way Kwaku is saying that, you know, I've been a president or something like that.
President.
I'm not.
No, but I think we need to elect you as the new president of
All right,
Africa.
okay. Maybe I'm being the.
United
I'll be the
African
next.
Republic.
I'll be the next, you know, like Burgermeister, like maybe for the black community here in Stuttgart.
We want
You know,
to have
yes,
one. Yeah,
we-
so you
we-
can be one.
Oh, for
Definitely.
the African community.
For the
Yes,
African
yeah.
community, why not?
Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
Why not?
Remember,
we have
we're
some
having
few
an African
in Germany.
group. They call it African Verein
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still working, and I was
Yeah.
part even for of it and stuff.
Yeah.
But we're organizing football, you know, this football club and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think they are going to come back, and I
They
also want
should
to
come
speak
back.
also there.
Okay.
And
They
you know,
should come back.
yeah, because I was part of it as a DJ, so you know, I was also attending to their meetings and stuff, and I saw this kind of like love and united that everyone was having. You know, the way they even greet me and the way they welcome me to that group, I was like so happy. You
Wow,
know?
this
So
is something I
this-
think
yes.
is a good initiative. I
Yes.
think there's some existing groups that are
They
trying
are.
to go in that direction.
Yes,
but
but-
I would say also in these groups, when you meet and someone ate too much fufu, don't go talking about
But
it.
as I'm
Let's
talking,
encourage
yeah.
each other, okay?
As I'm talking, that group, I don't know if it's still existing, but I
Why?
know those kind of people because one left the leadership, and you know it will be it was
yeah,
like
okay.
back and forth, like who was going to be the next you know leader,
next leader and all
you
that.
know,
Yeah, we always have
everyone
that
wanted
problem
to
too.
wanted, you know, it's just like that. I want to be the leader, this one wants to be the let's vote.
It's just like our forever president.
Yes,
eh?
let's vote, you know, and see
Ah, my
you know
God,
the
my
audience,
God.
how the audience will even be taken. So people out there, I can even say that what we have to do is just like, if how to get us united is just like when we work things together, things are going to get better. Just let us leave the negative stuff in our
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Let's focus on the positive side.
Exactly.
Just you know, targeting ourselves that okay, we love each other, we can make it in the same way that Obama came as a first black president, you know, so that we can make it in life.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, exactly. Kwaku, the problem. What is your idea? Let's hear now from the other president candidate here. Kwaku, the problem. Come and tell us. Come and tell us now. I want to hear, because this thing of the gossip thing is always tickling me, because I think we are very good at that, and it's a very, very negative thing. Yeah, welcome.
For me, this is like me being at the sorry, 1 second.
What's happening?
No, there's a lot going on in the background.
Okay.
There's an arms flailing and,
Yeah.
and everything.
Let's hear.
Past
Let's
15
hear.
minutes.
Let's hear. Yeah.
The last, so for me, not that I'm campaigning to be president or anything else.
Yeah, I would
I'll leave-
choose
I'll-
you. I would
I'll
choose
leave-
you.
I'll leave that for
I would
DJ.
choose you.
I'll leave that for DJ Obi Trust. But for me, I'm at a position of privilege because I have seen what is playing out here in Germany play out in the United Kingdom. Right?
Okay.
I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I was upset when I came to Germany and I got to learn more. Germany, the black people in Germany are at least 5 to 10. I'll say more like 10 years behind the UK.
Oh, yes.
You're 10
I can
years
imagine,
behind.
I can imagine that, yeah.
But there's
10 years for
Behind.
4.
The activity
4.
also.
You're 10 years
Yeah.
for Great Britain.
Okay.
Especially London. Especially London, maybe even more. Let's talk about Stuttgart. It's 10 years behind. What we had in the UK from I think from the 70s was the carnival, and that carnival first it was more the Caribbean people, Jamaican, etc. And I'm using this because DJ Obi Trice mentioned the African carnival in Berlin, and this. Definitely, I say now, I go to this carnival whenever I can. I go to the carnival. It was only last year and this year because of Corona. I cannot go.
You didn't go.
And they've cancelled it. It brings people from so many different countries, so many
Together.
different backgrounds together. You can be from the UK and black. You see a lot of people there. There's people who come from even outside of the UK. There's people who come from Germany. Even some of my friends say that are in Germany. They say to me, "Oh, what is it like when we go to carnival?" Or I've been to carnival, and not just Germany. From America, people come. From Holland, people come. But this is not what I've seen here. It's I've seen it on a small scale, maybe some small events, or maybe if you go to certain parks, you see people are united. I feel like it's with the generation, as you mentioned. It's going to take for the people who are
upcoming
first generation or second generation, maybe they're born here or they've gone to school here and they understand the system for before things really start to change, before people really start to support each other. When you see people going on a Black Lives Matter march, you don't see your mom, you don't see your dad.
No, that
You
one.
see the people who are our age, who
Yes.
understand what
Yeah.
they're going through.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe again, other things may be a factor. I won't mention things here, but they say they know they can have a voice,
Yeah.
and they don't have to sit back and be shy because the police say I might come to the house or might come to the house. So with the unity will come with the next generation. Unfortunately, unfortunately, will come with the next generation, or it will come from. Maybe if it does come from the older generation, it will come from them with a different mindset, not them. Different mindset to unfortunately what the majority of people from Africa have before things change. And I could say in London where I've grown up, there are more and more younger people owning shops and doing more black-owned business, and there's more people.
There's more going on.
There's more people, our generation, who are willing to support them now.
Yeah.
Let's go and buy black-owned.
Yeah.
I know a black lawyer. Let's go let's go to the black lawyers.
We don't have that here.
That's another thing I've noticed
It's so
here.
sad, really.
I don't know if the system is built here, so there's less people are in those positions.
Yeah.
But that's another thing here.
Everybody is thinking about this project.
Mm.
Everybody is thinking about this project down there in Africa,
I think as the older generation, yes,
Yes,
the
that is
younger
actually-
generation will
yes.
not be like that.
That is it. That's the old generation. But the new ones, they are just trying to build something here, and that's actually what they are building in Berlin and some other countries, and they are just moving on.
And Ali Reza, you're saying, I have friends from different African cultures. Mostly they complain about jealousy, hate among African brothers and sisters. Unity is the way to go and grow, which is very true. Now, the England community, I've heard that they are doing a lot of things. They're really moving forward in so many ways that it's difficult sometimes to even understand why is it not moving in Germany like that. Maybe it's also difficult here. Maybe the rules in England, they're a bit difficult. Maybe the community is more strong, is more accepted there. I don't know, maybe.
The community in the UK, like I said, there's more and more younger people compared to what I've seen in Germany, a higher level of education. It's more common to see a black person who's gone through Hochschule in the UK,
Yeah.
and then and there's people in big companies or people who started their own companies and everything everywhere. I see that more in the UK than I do here. And it's unfortunate to see it, but I can see there's so much potential, but I don't know if the system in Germany does not allow people to go up, or they don't understand it.
Generally there is institutional racism here.
Yes.
Because you're not even schools, they are trying to keep the Africans down. They're trying to put the Africans not moving up. The problem I have, this is something that it's a big problem, but we can't do much. But we can work for ourselves also, make sure that we don't block opportunities, because there are also Africans who are blocking opportunities for others. And this is the sickness that should end. I mean, we cannot have the organization, institutions, the government or whatever blocking our way, and we block each other's way. I mean, how are we going to achieve what we want to achieve? We cannot move any further if we are blocking each other. And this is a big problem. This is a big problem. And I think in England they have understood they have more power if they support each other, which I'm praying that it will happen here in Germany. Mostly you don't see it here. Really, you don't see it. All you will hear is complaints. This one is doing this one is doing this. I'll never go there again. I'll not work with this organization anymore because they do this and this. Instead of going direct and talking to them. This is the issue of the hate and the
point
gossip.
The point is like, like the way Kweku was like saying that Germany is like far back, like, when black came to Germany, it's just like, I think it was starting early 90s, like starting from the 90s, that or like let's say 85, that black were even accepted in Germany, or like, it's quite different. What right now we are saying is like the new generation, they have it.
Yeah.
Yes, the new generation are having such kind of like community that they are helping their fellow people also to do things like, united, it's the same thing that I was like saying. Maybe in the old generation, they have not able to have those kind of like stage or like this kind of unity. It's just like we upcoming, or like those ones that were raised up here, those ones who were going to the school here, doing the hospital, doing that stuff. They have this kind of like conscience that like we want to build something here, so it's there. There are some, they have created a lot of stuff in the social media, and also in other places, like in Berlin, for example. They are doing more.
It's changing, like I said, it's changing. You see more people doing, black people getting like brand deals, working with Nike, working with Porsche, working with,
that is it.
So it's changing.
But still what we are even trying to even make everyone to understand is like this kind of like biting, like, fellow Africans don't want his other fellow Africans to move on together.
And this should end.
This should
really stop.
If you have like this kind of like positive mind, that mindset that let's focus, let's be united, let's work together as brothers and sisters, and we can make it. The way I was like saying that if Obama even make it to be the first black president, we can also it's not easy in that kind of America.
Of course not.
As a black person, just to be like, raised up like that. You understand? You have to work more than them. You have to be united.
You have to try even double.
And so that is the same thing. If all of us, we work together, things will be fine.
Ali Reza says, don't destroy each other, help each other. And there is power in numbers. When you all come together and stand together, you can move mountains. Big up to the Radio R team. Thank you so much, Ali Reza. We thank you so much. And this is the spirit, actually. If we help each other, we stand with each other, then we are going to be moving big mountains of racism that is facing us as black people here and anywhere in diaspora. Stephen Kojo Tishikus Owusu. Great topic, very sensitive. We need to accommodate each other no matter what. That name was a bit difficult for my African tongue. But next time.
I think actually Kojo wants to contribute as well. Actually,
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get him on the line.
Okay,
for us as well.
okay, great.
I don't know if you know him. He's a model, and he actually has a show on radio.
The one who
as well.
was here.
Yeah.
He was here in studio.
Yeah, the one who was.
Hello, Kojo, can you hear us? So, Kojo, if you can hear us, can you turn down your radio in the background?
Oh, okay.
Okay, great.
So how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
And how are you guys?
We are fine, thank you. So you said it's a very sensitive topic. Let's hear your point before we close. What do you think? What do you tell Africans about this topic? What should we know?
Okay, so that's what I said. You know, when you have to accommodate somebody, it goes beyond. It goes beyond everything.
Sure.
You can decide to not eat the same food with a person. You can decide not to wear the same clothes with a person, but you accommodate that person. And the person should be able to feel comfortable with you. And you know, there's one thing we also have to realize.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody is coming to us and going like, hey, Madam Agnes or the Kweku is a very bad person. From the African angle, as soon as somebody comes and just tell you Agnes is a bad person, automatically you start hating Agnes with no experience.
Yes.
He has not had any contact with Agnes. Just because somebody else is saying this person is not a good person, so automatically jumps to conclusion. We should also stand on our grounds that anybody who comes to us say, oh, this person is not good, so okay, Ali's good. Yeah, you've told me how bad the person is, but maybe the person is bad to you based on what you have done or
exactly
the experience is having with you. So we all have to be very careful. The gossiping, I don't know, it's sad, but it's really something that is coming way back from home.
Yeah.
Africa is having so much issues when it comes to, our boundaries. Look at Togo, look at Ghana. The stress you have to go through the border before you can even go to Togo. The stress you have just from Ghana to Togo, the stress you have to go through before you can go to even Nigeria.
Yeah.
So all these things are slowly building that Africans feel like, yeah, you are from Togo, you are from another country. You are from Nigeria, you are from another country. You are from, that is a problem.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
a very big issue. So as soon as now they are trying to do this European Union thing that we can all come together, we don't have to go through the stress of going through these border issues and stuff. And as soon as these things are happening, and if it should have not been like that in Europe, I probably might think Europe will also have the same issue, because if you have to go through some visa process and some border issues and stuff, you go through issue. That is why when you go to the eastern side, those who have to go through other issues like those from the Serbian and Albania and Kosovo, they have to go through a whole lot of stress to come to Germany. You realize they also have a bit of friction when it comes to certain things, when it comes to they adopting certain things in Germany and stuff. But they try as much as possible that wherever they are coming from, if they are all coming from Albania, they are always together. So Ghanaians, wherever we find ourselves, Nigerians, Togolese and stuff, we should forget about the issues going back our home in Ghana and whatever it is we have to do. Because if I have 10 people who are supporting my event, and Kweku is also having 3 people, DJ Drazy is having 7 people, Gaga is having 3 people, the number has already increased.
Yeah, sure.
The number has increased seriously. So if you go like, okay, OB Trice is having a show, so OB Trice, push your show. After OB Trice, I'm also going to do my show next week, an Afro event. What is even the numbers in Stuttgart? What is the numbers? What numbers are we talking about here in Stuttgart? We don't even have the number. How are we going to share those numbers?
Yeah.
So I'm just giving an example to Stuttgart, but it's a general thing when it comes to the whole issue when it comes to Europe. The market is so small, we cannot afford to share those the market among ourselves. Instead of we all coming together, so even if it's an event and the event is being spearheaded by Kweku TP, we all come in, Steven, all the DJs, we all go there. You don't even ask how much they're even paying you. We all go there, and I saw that in South Africa during my time as a model. All the shows, they have different brand heads. So if Frank is having a show, he have all those ones doing the Durban Fashion Week, Johannesburg Fashion Week. They all come and support him. After he's done, you see the same set of people. If I was the DJ, the following event, they are also playing as MC, or they are probably helping with ticketing, or they are helping with something else. You understand? So that is the only way out.
Yeah,
we support each other.
Yeah.
Yes, very united. Everybody's show is our show.
Yeah.
There's nothing like Kweku's show. There's nothing like Kwame's show. There's nothing like Kofi's show.
Yeah.
Every show is our show.
Stephen.
On Radio R,
Stephen.
we should all have all those participants on the show. Everybody who is having a show is a big team. We should put us on a single umbrella as a group.
Yeah, thank you so much for your idea. Since we are running out of time, we have to do this. We have to make a stop because it's getting hot, the topic, and I really appreciate your contribution. It's really very good points which you're telling us. I think what you're saying is that we have to unite and to work on one thing, and not each one is playing his own party, and then you don't have as much strength as when you get together and work together as a team. That's what you're trying to say. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I thank you so much that you joined us, and we appreciate, and I think many have heard, and I think many are going to act on that. And I wish you a very nice Sunday evening. God bless.
You too,
God bless
it was
you.
a great job. And I think the topic, today should not end it. We should proceed.
We will continue. We will continue. Next time I'll invite you as guest. You're welcome. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it's a big topic. We cannot finish it. It's a lot to say, a lot to talk about. It's been something that we cannot exhaust because there are issues that concern us as Africans, as Black community. We need to support each other, but we have run out of time. We have to stop here. Remember, this was Aggie's Live Talk Show on Radio R 99.2 FM on every Sunday from 4 p.m. Thank you so much for everyone who joined us and contributed. We had very good contributions here from Charity Fruelich, Ali Rezai, Decaro, and so many others that I cannot pronounce or say the names, but I appreciate each one of you. And thank you, DJ Obi Trice, for being part of it. Thank you also, Kwaku the Problem. And thank you for all the contributions from out there. We appreciate it. And I look forward to sharing the platform again next week on Sunday, every Sunday from 4 p.m. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Bye-bye.
It is still early, not too late for you.
Na hiyo gari imebrekia wapi jamani?
Phoenix Capital.
Kuna nini?
Phoenix